I can't complain much about where I grew up. This is my house that was located in Fontana, California. My house is a 2-story, white, rather uniquely shaped house, almost triangle-like, topped with terracotta roofing tiles surrounded by palm trees and many tropical plants. With a pool and spacious backyard, it was almost like a small paradise. The neighborhood was extremely pleasant, with trees and well-kept houses. It was known for being confusing to navigate due to the circular shape carving in and out of residential areas. Children would often be playing in the streets, people walking their dog, with little to no worry, overall a safe place. Right outside of Heritage was the hangout pizzeria called Graziano's, usually filled with Little League baseball teams having their pizza parties. Next to it was a neighborhood market, nail salon, small gym, and several other eateries and businesses that are always changing. About a mile away from my house was an outdoor mall called Victoria Gardens, an extremely nice place. Streets were filled with all kinds of shops, restaurants, and even an AMC movie theater. Outside the theater is a fountain with a small lamp on top. In front of the fountain there was usually a high-profile car waiting to be raffled off, with pleasant scat jazz music playing in the walkways. The mall is still developing and probably will continue for a long time, adding a variety of businesses, updating its attractions, bringing in more people to its well-paved streets and pleasant brick-laid sidewalks. In the Inland Empire, there was a high, mid, and low-income mix of areas neighboring each other. The neighboring town of Rialto was similar to Fontana, with the north end being nicer than the ends. The southern ends were known as the Hood. These areas consisted of smaller houses that were usually run down with dead grass, basically the ghetto. In areas like this, it was best to stay indoors at night, as cop sirens and gang violence are prevalent. Poverty-stricken areas are plentiful, with old mattresses laid out waiting to be picked up by the homeless. They usually do their begging at stoplights, stop signs, and even off ramps of freeways. Despite some of the areas being known as the Hood, I'm proud of where I come from. It wasn't too crowded, it wasn't too scarce in population, just the right size. I never found myself bored out of my mind. There was always plenty to do. Many beautiful parks are available to the public, plenty of malls to shop at, and plenty of restaurants to eat out at. There was also mountainous towns and plenty of nature trails located near the IE that gave access to small weekend getaways from the metropolitan city. A few cities over is San Bernardino, where I went to Aquinas High School. This school was in fact private, however not in the best of areas, located on a street called Sterling Avenue. It was known for some sketchy occurrences on the street, but that didn't stop the cross-country team from practicing all around the area. In 2010, San Bernardino was ranked the second poorest city in America. However, some areas have been able to pull itself out of poverty. The streets and gutters often had trash in them, and very little grass to decorate the area. Occasionally, we had to watch for broken glass or even snakes while on our runs. However, I always felt safe at school.